Golden State Warriors, it was interesting, and you didn't agree with the way they incorporated Kevin Durant, that they let Kevin Durant kind of dictate how they would run things offensively. And we saw it work okay, obviously. They have the best record in the West, but it seems like they kind of lost their way a little bit without KD. Do you feel like they found their way again and kind of went back to the way they played the last 2 years over these last 3 games, all wins?
They're starting to, Michael. But yes, the fact that the way they integrated Durant hurt them a lot when Durant went out because they were far too Durant reliant. And yes, you're absolutely right. Curry's starting to take over in the way that he had last year. But I also want to caution you in this way. Schedule's been a little friendly since he's taken over. You know what I mean? I mean, they came out of those, 8 games in 13 days with all that travel in 8 different cities. And now back home, all of a sudden, you've had a couple of cream puffs. Philly is not a wonderful team. They had Philly at home. Granted, Milwaukee been playing well, but they got them at the back end of a road trip. The schedule's gotten easy for them. So they knew this was going to happen. And I know they want to hang it on the rest from last Saturday night. That's a bunch of nonsense. It's been competition. It's been the fact that they've been home a little bit and the schedule is eased up. I still think against tougher competition, I'm not necessarily sold on the Warriors. And I do believe that for the Warriors to go to the NBA Finals, they're going to need Kevin Durant back. Now, the word out of Golden State is that Durant is slowly starting to ease back in, shooting a little bit. But again, we have to see what happens. Historically, medial collateral ligament injuries make it easier for guys to turn than ACLs when it comes to these strains. They can kind of get it back pretty quickly with an MCL injury. We saw that as much as people want to cry about what happened with Steph Curry in the playoffs last year, he was back from a grade 1 MCL strain in 2 weeks. And the first game back, he scored 17 points in overtime. So, you can come back from these injuries and hit your stride pretty good. I still think we do see Kevin Durant back, but it's something to watch if he is slow getting back, what they're going to do here, because I think they'll really struggle against premium competition. The Spurs also this week have made their life a little easy, losing 2 games, especially one at home to Portland that they should not have lost. And the Warriors will be in better shape with the 1 seed with a cream puff first-round matchup as opposed to being in the 2 seed and having to get Memphis.